Okay, so here we are logged in back as Secret Squirrel, and this time what we want to do is create a resource list. As you can see, we've got our animal behavior resource list here. So in order to create a resource list, you have to actually exit Destiny. Okay, so we're not logging out, we're still signed in as Squirrel, we're exiting Destiny. Okay, and that brings us to this ordinary interface. And as you can see over here, some options to go back into Destiny or various other options. What we're going to choose is obviously resource lists. Click on resource lists, and that brings us to this page. Here are all our other previous resource lists. In order to create a new one, we very simply click add list. The name of the resource list would be Destiny Intro, and we could call it whatever we like, and we save. Okay, now the last thing that we need to do is to make sure that we click on our list to open it before we return to Destiny or WebPath Express or do our initial searches. Now, as you can see over here, it tells you that our Destiny Intro resource list is open. There are titles in it at the moment. We could type in research, and here are books relating to research. We can drag and drop our books. There we go. Now you see the numbers click over. It says titles 1, so we know that there is a title in our intro list. Now if I wanted to look at websites, I click on the little website button, and you can see that instantly my titles have gone back to 0. Okay, so it keeps my list together inside a Destiny folder, but separated by file type. Okay, it does often take quite a while for the websites to load. Okay, so now my web pages have loaded. As you can see, if I mouse over them, it tells me the grade level that they're appropriate for and gives me a little synopsis. If I wish to change the parameters, there are various items I can click on here. I'd recommend that you choose your grade level. There we go, so I can reduce my amount of hits and make them appropriate for the children, the reading level. Okay, so let's say that I want to read about, let's do some basic research skills. If I click on this, it will open in another tab. You can't see the tab palette, but it will open in another tab, so I can click back between my Destiny page, which is here, and my research page, which is opened, as I said, in another tab. Okay, and once I've had a little look at it, if I decide that I like it, I can always again drag it to my list, like so, or over here where it says add to this list, over here, when I scroll mousey over it, so it's insisting on opening in another page. Fine. There's a little button that says add to list, and you can click on that little button and it will add it to the list as well. Okay, so that's websites and library titles. If I click on one search over here, it brings me to databases, lists of databases, which shows me how many results relate to resources amongst them. If I click on those again, they open with a list. Let's do Discovery Kids. Okay, if I click, there are my 10. If I click on any of these, it will add it to the list. If I click here, it will open a separate page so I can see my link before I decide if I want to add it or not. Okay, Actually, I should add some, shouldn't I? Here we go. Let's add weird exotic pet stories. Add to this list. There you go, added to list. As I said, it has opened in another tab all of its own sim. There it is. Wonderful. Okay, so now I've added a title from the databases, a website, and a Realia book. Okay, now if I choose, I can log out, sorry, not log out, exit, and then when I come back over here to my resource list, sometime later on in a few days when I've forgotten everything that I did, I can come and have a look at my Destiny intro. Here is my book, my library material, here is my website, and here is my database. Note here the citation list. When we're talking about creating our citation lists and bibliographies later on, this is the button you press in order to create a citation list, and wham, it is done all for you. Brilliant. Okay, that's all we have to do this week. Bye.